Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, Mr. Searly P. It's Wednesday the 29th of November. We've got new mods, a load of new mods, and we've got an absolute ton of updates too. The map Galgenberg 2.0 by Yogi and the maps the Elm Rochester by AE Mapping have both had updates. Both of them are save game compatible, so you don't need to have a new save game slot for those. We've got the 669 Buncher by Gamer Designs, the Fear Agri Series 90 by Edomod CR82, the new Holland 70 Series by Smetty, the Soapbox Racer Kit by Squigglze, the Star of Fox 11 by Gian FS, the Rolmeco U624 by JmGarcia, the Massey Ferguson ST2 by AgrarModding ABP team featuring BSM, the Gravity Wagon by AgrarModding ABP team, the Flegel Flatbed Semi-Trailer by Top Ace 888, the Pickup Trailer by MTL Modding Team, the 510 Header Trailer by AgrarModding Team ABP team, Cowshed with Garage by Mr. Grucho, the Tree Nursery by VX Mapping, Self-Marketing by Farmer 5 Tom, the Fruit Greenhouse by MTL Modding Team, the Grainquid Pro by Missy B and Vulcan 95, the Grainquid Storage by Missy B, the Forage Storage by Missy B, and the Fire Siren by MTL Modding Team. They have all had updates. I'm going to start with, this is the Christmas Decorative Package by Frits, 8.79 megabytes download. You can't see them very well in this light, so at the end of the video, I promise, we'll come back around, I'll speed up time in the dark and you'll be able to see them later. These are 3s and 2s in slots. The Christmas trees are 1,000. I think the reindeer were 300 and the sleighs were 500. We'll have a look at the options available under decoration, under others. So we've got a white Christmas tree, red Christmas tree, green, blue, pink. Then the reindeer, yeah, 300. So we've got white, red, green, blue, pink, and then we've got the same for the sleigh in white, red, green, blue, and pink. Yeah. Like I say, we'll come back to them, I promise. Next we've got the Siloplate. This is by RLSF Modding. This is 9.17 megabytes download. They're 5 slots each, there's 2 of them. One's 30,000 for the old plate, which is this one, and then 40,000 for the new plate. These hold, I believe, 2.8 million. You'll find them under build mode, you'll find them under silos. There you go. 30 grand for the silo plate, and that's what the new one looks like. It's just a bit, and these only go down at 90-degree angles, not any rotation you like, just something to be aware of. It's big. You're going to need a fairly flat area for this. Now what I'm going to do, actually, I was going to do this model later on, but as soon as we've got the chaff sitting there in the silo, we'll have a look at this. This is the Lizard BAT or BAT 90 by JmGarcia, 3.76 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, 3 meters wide. You will find it under levelers, and as you can see by all the gubbins going on there, there's lots of movement on this one. This you'll find under levelers, just there, 5,600. Slot count comes down to 1. Chassis colour, anything on that palette, and there's a whole ton to choose from, as you can see, in various different mattes and satins and glosses and things like that. Colour of the hydraulics, let's go yellow to make them stand out, there we go. And then the colour of the cutting blade down at the bottom, we'll go white just so you can see it, there we go. So those are the things you can change on it. Start this up. So we have got the option, if we go to it, so we can lower the leveler or raise the leveler automatically. So lower and raise. We can manually adjust it up and down. We can manually adjust the tilt, forwards and backwards. And if I go, that's under L1, under R1, I've then got side to side, like that. And then we've got that. So combinations of, with the raising and lowering, we can do all sorts of cool stuff. So, how well does it level? That is the question. But most of you are here to have answered. Well, it does the job that most levelers do, I guess. Let's adjust that down that way. It does a pretty good job, actually. There we go. That's the Lizard BAT90 by JmGarcia. Next we have got over here, this is the New England Shed. This is by Squigglze. It is 4.48 megabytes download, 18 slots on console. It is 650 to buy. Under build mode, under sheds. Oh no, it wasn't under sheds. This one's actually under decoration. Decoration and others. There you go, just there next to the end of the sleighs. So yeah, not under sheds, although it is a New England shed. It's under decoration. And it's 650 to buy and place. This one does have animated doors. The lock comes off. Doors open. We do have lighting inside. And it does say in the winter it has icicles and snow. Light switch just in here. Very nice indeed. That's the New England Shed by Squigglze. Next we've got the Old Barn. This by Dura-Tech 112, 12.05 megabytes download, 11 slots on console, 15,000 to buy. This is under build mode and sheds. There you go. Just there. Slot count comes down to 1. This doesn't have any lighting. It's an old shed. Old barn, should I say. Sorry. But the level of detail, weathering, it's definitely old. The doors this side just open into an area that's not drive-through, but the door this side does have a drive-through counterpart if you want to go drive-through on this. And we do have a little mezzanine up there. I don't know, can we move the ladder? We can move the ladder, there we go. And it reaches, and can we go up? Yes we can, there we go, look at that. Sorted. So that's the Old Barn by Dura-Tech 112. Next, on the end of this, I have added, this doesn't come with this actually, this door does open here as well, if you want to put stuff in there. But on the side of this, we've got this. This is the wall-mounted pressure washer by Dazed. It is 0.34 megabytes download, 2 slots on console, 4,500 to buy. Under build mode, under tools is where you will find it. Out on the end there, slot count will come down to 1. Now when you come to place this, it requires some rotating. There we go. Can we go around that way? I think it's designed to go that way. There we go. So once you get it so you can see it and level the surface, again rotate it till you can see it. And just like that, place. Am I out from the wall? No, it's pretty much spot on. There we go. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, just a little bit of fiddling, bit of finessing, just rotate it to the right angle. And put your jet wash on any surface you want. That's the wall-mounted pressure washer by Dazed. Next we've got the fattening unit. This is by ARM Team. It is 17.41 megabytes download, 22 slots on console, 300,000 to buy, and it will hold 250 cows. Now this is designed to be a fattening unit, simulating the fact you get calves in. Once you put cows in, they don't look like calves, they are regular cows, but the point is supposed to be it's a calving unit, and you build them up until they're ready to be sold. Now this doesn't come with a manure heap, so if you want manure you need to put a separate manure heap, and it won't produce milk. Now if I go into the menu here, you will see that it says milk under productivity. That sits there and that will sit on 0. You will not get any milk at all unless you add a silo extension, and we do have some milk tank silo extensions in the mod hub. There's not one that comes with this. This is a Missy B one. I placed this. What I did actually, let me go back. I placed this, put the feed in, I sped up time. We got no milk, which is what it said it would do. So then I placed the milk extension here. As you can see, it says 6 litres. So once that was placed, the milk extension, I sped up time a bit more, then we got milk. So if you want to have it as truly just a fattening unit, no milk being produced, then don't place a milk an extension. But if you want to get milk, you can place a milk extension and you will get milk. Does that make sense? Anyway, doors open either end. The fans don't move. Lighting is automatic. That will come on at night. Your bedding and feed trigger is along this centre section here. Dialogue box is just here. But At the corners, at each corner, we have got a trigger which raises and lowers the curtains. If we go into there, close gate. Same at the other corner. If we go all the way down, there's your slurry point just there. If I go down to this corner, so they open in sort of quarters. Let's go to this quarter, open gate. So you can have one open this side, one the other side, allowing the draft through. You can have them all open, you can do whatever you want. It's entirely up to you. This is another rather large proposition, so it requires a nice flat surface. I do like the trees at the front, it just adds a little, you know, little something. Under animals, under cows, just out there, 300,000, as I said, slot count will come down to 1, 250 cows. I know I've said that repeatedly, but that's what it will hold. So that's the fattening units by ARM team. Next, we have this. This is the Alpego Maratona. It's Maratona. Again, handwriting. Yes, the Maratona MG300. This is by Puszkap, 2.55 megabytes download, 5 slots on console, 3 meters wide. It is a disc harrow. You will find it under said harrows. Second one in there, Maratona MG300, 19,500, 120 horsepower required. Slot count will come down to 1. We have got the option with no roll, option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, or back off again. I went with that one there. That's got the cleaners as well to get any mud and extra stuff off of the rollers. Main colour, so you can go for brand spanking new, slightly used or very used, which is what I went for. I like that look. And then the same with this, you've got in black up to very used, and then the same thing, very used in the yellow as well if you want to. Those are your options. This should give shallow cultivation. There you go. If we go to a section that has been done already that can bring up rocks, it shouldn't bring up rocks because it's shallow cultivating, as you can see. Three meters wide, just for you aficionados. There you go. That's the Alpego Maratona MG300 by Puszkap. Next, we have these. This is the Lizard GC1500 by Gian FS, 6.66 megabytes download, 3 slots each. We have 2. We have a non-adjustable, sort of, and an adjustable. Or should I say extendable? I think this is adjustable, but extendable. 3-point link mounted bag handler. Now it does say in the description, it says recommended to use big bags from the Lizard AGM600 and Big Bags pack. Which I think are both by Gian FS, but these are standard. Actually, no, that's standard in-game. This one is part of one of the multi-fruit greenhouse mods. That's a 4,000 litre. I thought I'd try it with the standard in-game and something a little bit different to see if they'd work, and I haven't had a problem at all. They seem to work absolutely fine. So you don't have to use that mod that's recommended, but it is recommended. This you will find under miscellaneous. So there's your standard. And there's your adjustable. That's the word, adjustable. So standard, we've got Lizard, Midas, Big AT, and back. Main colour, anything on that palette. Rim colour, anything on that palette. And then the adjustable. Did I say what the slot counts were on these? Yeah, 3 each, to come down to 1. Same thing again. 3 options for our tyres, same for our main colour, same for our rim colour. So, the standard, when you hook it up, it lifts it up off the ground, and you can raise and lower that so you can sort of bring it right in. When you go to operate it, you're best off lowering it to the ground, so you've got a bit of weight on those wheels. And you can drive it like that, the wheels do move, and when you get to what you want to pick up, it does give the option to attach, raise it up. Like I say, you can drive with the wheels down like that, no problem at all. So whatever you're loading into, raise and lower to get the correct height. When it's done, the bag will disappear anyway. If I switch, oh, I'm still on the bag, detach it, and away you go. Brilliant stuff. Switch to that. And we go to the adjustable. Difference for this. Same thing again, lower it to the ground. We can adjust up and down, but we've also got a bit of in and out as well. Not huge, but there's a bit of movement there. So if you don't get quite right to where you need to be, you've got a bit of adjustment. Again, hook it up. Like that. I say, seems to work fine on these bags as well. That's the Lizard GC 1500 by Gian FS. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard 3500 gallon tanker by 4D Modding and Eire AgrarModding. 32.91 megabytes download, 15 slots on console. This has an absolute ton of options. I mean, the next few mods, we've got some packs today, and the list of options is absolutely insane. So when I put on the title 16 plus, that's why I put 16 plus, because honestly, it's absolutely insane. But incredibly well detailed, loads going on here. I mean, absolutely loads going on here. These you will find under slurry tanks. Just there, the 3500 TDS. Slot count will come down to 160 horsepower required, 7.5 metres out to 14.8 metre. I think, well, it says 9.5, but we've got some spread width options on this because of what you might have on the back. I think it says 15.9 or 15,900 litre capacity with a 9.5 metre width. And I think that's on the standard splash plate. But anyway, that being said, we have got BKT, Michelin, Mitas, Vogestein, Nokian, Trelleborg, back to BKT. Under BKT we have got those. Under Michelin, under Mitas, Vogestein, Nokian, Trelleborg, back to BKT. Optional extras, we've got standard, we've got a left crash bar, we've got a right crash bar, we can have both crash bars, that's at the front, we can have ladder over that side, and then we can have ladder with, hang on, ladder, then we've got a side light option which puts lights on the back, then we've got crash bar and ladder, all extras, so I went with all extras. We've got crash bars, we've got ladder, and we've got lights on the back as well. Custom reg plates, as with 4D modding, Eire AgrarModding, we go right the way through, no registration plate, and then we've got loads of the, well, all of the Irish, I think every Irish county, and then we come back the other way, we've got Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, we've got some United Kingdom ones, South Africa, Switzerland, Sweden, Poland, Norway, I mean there's loads, Netherlands, Italy, France, Denmark, Belgium, Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, regions in Australia. There's loads to choose from. Then you've got beacon lights. You've got no beacon lights, rear work lights, left square beacon, right square beacon, left and right square beacon, left conical, right conical, both conical, then orange LED, right or both. Then you've got the orange LEDs with work lights. You've got the clear LEDs with work lights, and then no. I actually went for just the LEDs, I think. Or did I go for work lights as well? Anyway, all those options. Then you've got fill hose options. Loads. So we've got lower left hanger, lower right hanger, top left hanger, top right hanger, bottom hangers both, top hangers both, hose carrier left, hose carrier right, both hose carriers. So that's both sides. We've then got hoses, so you've got the lower left hose, lower right hose, top left, top right. Then you've got bottom left with hanger, bottom right with the hanger the other side, both left, both right, both bottom, both top, all. Plenty of hoses. You've got left carrier hose, right carrier hose, both carrier, and that's got hoses in, all back to standard. Anywho, filler options. We've got standard, we've got side fill point, we've got rear fill point or both. I think I went for both. We've got fill arm side, yes or no, so you can have a fill arm on there. This is all for adding more immersion for when you're filling. You've got brake options, standard or add ABS. Toolbox option, you can add a toolbox, yes or no. I think that puts that side, does it? Yep, toolbox underneath on the side. Front decal, we've got standard or old. Top fill hatch, yes or no. We've got spreader system on the back, so splash plate. We've got lizard dribble bar. We've got rain gun. We've got boom tanker. Now boom tanker does have a splash plate on there as well, so that's what I've gone for to see if that will still spread. Injector attacher, so you can attach any of the attachments that come in game or modded ones, so any of the things that go on the back, cultivators, dribble bars, those kind of things you can. Transport tanker, so it doesn't actually spread at all, that just transports, and that will do slurry digestate and water. Back to splash plate again. Main colour, anything on this palette, and there are a load to choose from. Fill hose colour, so you can change the colour of your hoses. Rim colour, anything on that palette. And license plate option on there too. So we have got, why is it saying turn on high pressure washer? What? That was bizarre. Actually, yeah, sorry, you probably didn't see that. Sound effect and what it does. So when you hook up, there we go. We do have, so we're on control grip lazy arm. So that will raise and lower that if you want to go for that as an option. If I press triangle, we then go to overhead boom. So if you've gone for the boom option, so this is for loading, unloading. So if you're transferring over, so using it as a tanker and you're transferring over to something else, you can have the boom arm if you want to go for the boom arm to make it look more realistic. What I haven't been able to do, where it says open cover, I thought that top cover would open, but I can't get that to work. I've tried in the different, if you've got the rain gun on, you can switch to the rain gun, that gives you the option to move the rain gun around. Again, I've tried in all the different modes and I can't get the cover to open. Might be a setting I'm missing somewhere. Lights and the rear work lights, if you've gone for the rear work lights, and then we've got flashing lights on there as well. You know I like a flashing light. I'm a sucker for that. So then when we turn this on, this should spread. There we go. Out to 9.5. And we do have the option to activate double application rate to get both of our fertilizer states out in one go if we want to. Like I say, this can be used in conjunction with, if you go for the attachment on the back, you can put any cultivating, spreading, dribble bar, all sorts of stuff on there. It's very cool. What I did go for, I wanted to just make sure the one that came with the boom arm for transportation still would spread, which it does. And the one next to it, it's the same mod. It's just without all the bells and whistles. This one's just a standard tank with a splash plate on the back. Did I put anything in it? I did. There you go. Just without all the extras. Apologies for demodding and AgrarModding if I've missed something on there, and to you guys as well. I don't, you know, when you've got lots and lots of options and lots of mods with lots of options, it's remembering where everything is when you're going through them. Anyway, that's the Lizard 3,500 gallon tanker by 4D Modding Air AgrarModding. Also by 4D Modding and Air AgrarModding, we've got this, and I like this a lot. Same thing with this. I'll show you that when it hooks up. It releases the brake and stuff on there, which is very cool. The deformation on the tyres is awesome. The movement on the axles is absolutely fantastic. This is the Lizard 14-ton dump trailer. It is 20.78 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. You will find it under trailers. Just there, 12,875. Slot count comes down to 1. In standard configuration, 10,500 litres. So you've got body type like that with swing door, no door. I like that. That's quite cool. Then you can have extensions, which takes you to 12,000 litres. Again, swing door or no door with the extension on there as well. We've then got Continental, Mitas, Michelin, Trelleborg, BKT, Friedrichstein, Nokian, back to Continental. And the Continental we've got those. Mitas, just that. Michelin, those. Trelleborg, just those. BKT, those. Vredestein, those. Knock-in, just that. Back to Continental. Mud flap option, we've got small at the front. We've got small at the back. We can have large at the back. Mud flap, small both. Large rear mud flap with a small one at the front, which I think I went for. Then we've got decal options. So we've got standard like that. Option 1 like that. Option 2 like that. Option 3 puts the long one and that on the back. And then back to standard. I think I went for that. Design standard, add chassis side lights. That's down here. You can have front body lights. Where did they go on? Oh, around there. Rear body lights. Then you can go for all. And then all options if you want. Then body colour. Anything on that palette. A whole load to choose from. Rim colour. License plate 2. So I'll show you again. If we disconnect that. That's cool. Those little details. Now, watch the movement. Look at that. Suspension on there is brilliant. Now look at the tyre deformation when we get onto the road bit. I love that. Very nice indeed. That's the Lizard 14-ton dump trailer by 4D Modding Air Agri Modding. Next. Oh, that's cool. We've got this, part of another pack. This is representative. Bear with me. This is the Crosetto CMR pack by ModPassion. 29.01 megabytes download. There are 12 slots each. There are an absolute load of them, but really well made, and there's some brilliant options for unloading on this as well, which I really like. We have got, these are in pairs, so you've got two that are pretty much the same. The difference between each one has got steel with aluminium sides, and the other one is all steel. So you'll see as we go and look at them. I've gone for the Italian option on the back here, but there's a whole, this is another one, so many options to choose from. Under trailers, so we start with the CMR 201. You notice with the CMR 203, exactly the same price, and they are the same capacities, although they are different weights, because this one has steel structure with aluminium sides. This one still, this is steel all over. The same goes with this one and that one. Aluminium in the sides, steel all over. This one and this one, and then this one and this one. Pretty much all of the options are the same apart from capacities. So I'm going to show you on one of them. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. Again, apologies if I miss something. These two will go from 24,000 litres up to 40,000 litres. You'll see the options on the one I show you, why those and how those change. These ones will go from 26,000 to 45,000 litres. These will go from 29 to 50. And these two will go from 34 to 55. So if I show you on, well, I'll show you this one to start off with. So you notice this one's blue at the front, so it's steel with aluminium sides, and then the next one is all steel, which gives you the ability to change a few different things on this. But we start at 1.6. There we go. They do. They all start at 1.6 meters like that. So you got 1.6 meter, 34,000 litre, with a 20 centimeter extension, 38,000. Another 42, then 45. Then we go to 1.8 metre, 38,000, 42,000, 45,000, 49,000. Then we go to the 2 metre option, 42,000, 45,000, 49,000, 55,000. Then back to 1.6. So I think I went for that. I think I went for the largest one. So we got wheel brand, we got BKT, Michelin, Trelleborg, Vredestein, Continental, back to BKT. Under BKT we have got those two. Michelin, those. Trelleborg, those. Vredestein, those. Continental, just that. Back to BKT. Then we've got brand colour. So you've got Crosetto. Then you've got Crosetto with the Italian flag, which is what I went for. We then go through. We've got cases, same in all of them. Case, Class, Deutz, Fendt, Second Fendt, JCB, John Deere, Kubota, Landini, Massey, McCormick, New Holland, Steyr, Valtra, Zator, Black, or back to Crosetto. Design colour. Now, if you go for the one that's still with aluminium sides, you don't get the option for design colour. It stays like this. But this one, so the second of each one, you get the option for design colour. So we've got design 1, design 2, which does the back, design 3, which does all the sides, back to design 1. So you do have the option to go like that, or all, or back like that. So it's up to you. Beacons, we've got flashing or rotating. That's on the back, so it's just between the difference between flashing and rotating. Then we've got ladder. Yes or no? Was that on the back? It is on the back. So we've got ladder, yes or no. Then we've got side guards, yes or no. We've got rear lights, design, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to 1. We've got rear lights, no. Design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. I think I went with 4. Then we've got name. Now name is number. We've got numbers on the side 1 through 9. But we also, if I go back one, we've got the alphabet all the way from A through to Z or Z, depending on where you're from. So you can go, yeah, numbers 1 to 9, A to Z. Or no if you don't want one. Of course, it's up to you. Power takeoff, we've got no. Yes, but it's a power takeoff underneath. You've got detached yellow to one side or detached black. So you can have the power takeoff and it puts it to the side. When you hook up, it will then move it and it will attach it. We've then got air hose spiral or normal. We've got cover, yes or no. Now the cover, yes or no, will only be an option if you've gone for one of the high sides. So if you're under 1.6 or 1.8 or 2, it won't have a cover option. If you go for with the 20 centimeter, 40, 60 extensions, then you get a cover option. So that's something to be aware of as well. So cover, yes or no. Then we've got rear exhaust profile. Now this is actually down the back here. So we've got a little lip on the side there, a lip with cover extension on, then with the logo on. So when you unload, it doesn't put it all down the back of your vehicle. It kind of gives you a bit of a lip on the back there, which is quite nice. We've then got power consumer. Now this, we've got none, or we've got power takeoff. Now I could not, for the life of me, work out what changed. There might be something in the real world. I went around the entire thing, putting that on and off, and I could not see what changed. Something obviously does, but I couldn't see it for the life of me. We've then got rear splash guard, yes or no, takes the bottom one off. We've then got unloading mechanics, so you've got that option, like that, that, back to 1 again. We've got type of license plate, you've got the map license plate or you've got Italian. Then we've got hub colour, does the hub colour, cover colour. Let's go with red, for example. So that will change the cover colour. Kind of a giveaway. Rear profile colour. Oh, that's on the bottom there. The bit that says Crosetto. I say the bit that says Crosetto. There's 4 bits that say Crosetto there. Let me change the colour and you'll see. The bit that's now gone red. There we go. Rear exhaust profile colour. That's that little lip. We can change the colour of that lip there. Rim colour. Like that. And then license plate option there as well. So, like I say, pretty much same in all of them, but here's where it gets very cool. So, unloading. So we've got open back door. We can just do that, which is cool. The cover is very cool. I like that. Open and close cover. That's brilliant. So then we've got our unload. So we've got tip side back with manual grain door, with manual door, should I say. So if we unload now, the whole thing tips all the way up, but the back doesn't open. So it gets all the way to the point, whatever point you want it to be at when it gets there. Then you can press the button where it says L1 and there's an open back door. So at any point I can open it, but it won't open until I do. So it's a manual. Now I can open it, press it again, close it, then put the load back down. That's pretty cool. It does take a little bit of time to go back down. Bear with. And then we'll change it again. I think there's 4 different options and they're all cool. Brilliant. We've then got tip side back with automatic, which is kind of obvious. As it goes up, back opens automatically. We've then got tip side grain door, opens the grain door first, then starts to tip up. Very nice, nice slow tip as well, which is pretty cool. That's our grain door option. And then we've got tip side only tipper raised. So when we do this, it tips, but it only goes so far. So there, doesn't it all the way up. But weirdly, it says stop unloading. There's no option to open the back door on that. And that's the Crosetto CMR pack by ModPassion. Next we've got this, the Kröger. This is the Kröger TMR 34 by AgrarModding, 26.45 megabytes to download, 16 slots on console. You'll find this also under trailers, just there. Slot count will come down to 1. We've got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Lizard, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. No options with the... Oh yeah, sorry, Vredestein we've got standard 1 and 2. But the others just come like that. We've got ladder and attachment, or just ladder. We've got galvanised, or checker plate. We've got cover, yes or no. Chassis colour, anything on that palette. Design colour, anything on that palette. Rim colour. And license plate. Those are our choices. Again, this is another swivel axle trailer, but to 50,000 litres, bear with me. So, cover open, like that. Nice smooth animation. Now this one doesn't have an option for grain door, although it does seem to have a rather large grain door on there. Unload here. And then it starts to raise. Pretty high. That's that one. That's the Kröger TMR 34 by AgrarModding. Next, we've got these. This is the skid steer Forestry New Holland L330 and C362 pack by VincoMods. 12.07 megabytes download. We've got 10 slots and 12 slots for the tracked version. You can see the big old lights on there, and as you can see, we do have some colour configuration options. They do have a forestry frame on the top, big old chunky frame, and protection. Well, this one actually, this one has protection on the side and the front. This one doesn't have protection on the front. Curious. Anyway, you'll find these under vehicles, under skid steer loaders. So 63 grand for the L330 and 73 grand. These were, what did I say these were? Slot count 10 and 12, which both come down to 1. Options on this one, we have got Trelleborg with those. Mitas, Vredestein just like that, and back again. Doors and windows, we've got tints like that. Work lights, yes or no. They're quite bright actually. Beacon light, yes or no, that's on the back. Main colour, anything on those. I mean, there's loads to choose from. Anything you like on there. Does that whole section. Design colour does the boom section. Like, oh, that's probably should have gone for something a bit different. There we go, so it stands out. Very Christmassy. Rim colour, anything on that palette. Like that. And then we go to the tracked C362. Doors and windows. Tint. Work light, yes or no. Beacon light, yes or no. And the same options for colour as we saw. Oh, actually, no, not the same options because it doesn't have the top section. It's only the main colour that changes. So, hop in, start it up. You'll see with the lights. That's pretty bright. Turn it that way. Pretty good. They do go up with the boom though, so that you do kind of lose the light as you go up, but that will shine on whatever you're kind of moving up towards, but that's the light. But we do also have the option in here, the safety cage inside. We can raise another safety cage, so if you want to go for that more authentic feel, you can raise that up out of the way, then get out. If you want to, you don't have to. This is the interior. I wonder if that forest safety frame's missing, or it looks like the glass has been taken out. There you go. And the tracked version. Same thing with the lights on that, very bright, as you can see. That's the skid steer Forestry New Holland L330 and C362 packed by VincoMods. Next we've got these. This is the Lizard Conguito P50. It's a peel P50. 9.64 megabytes download. This is by Hispano. We've got a standard version and we've got a bonkers version. You'll see, these are brilliant. You'll see what I mean. Under cars, so there we go, 17 grand. We start off with the Conguito 50 horsepower, which is pretty much what they were. I think 47, something like that. We've then got the 120, which is 250 horsepower, which is pretty bonkers. But then we've got the 200, which is 2,100 horsepower. That goes up to no, it says 31 miles an hour, but I'm pretty sure the one I've got says 146 or 135. Anyway, we've got option of Continental, BKT, Michelin, Mitas, Nokian, Treadable, Vredestein, Continental, BKT, Michelin, Mitas. Yeah. Then we've got on all of these, so depending on what tyre option you've gone for, we've got original rims. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we go to wides, 1 through 7 again. So the same rim options, just wider tyres. So depending on what you've gone for. Yeah. Window tinting. We've got rear hitch, yes or no. So if you want to pull a trailer, you can. We've then got main colour. Anything on this palette here. Like that. Central strip. If you want to strip, but you don't have to. You can just have it the same colour so it doesn't look like it's got one. Rim colour. Depending on what one you've gone for, of course. Will depend how bright that looks. There we go. Craziness. And license plate option on there too. So let's jump in this one. Love it. Lights. You look at it and think, where's the rest? Where's the back of it? The back's gone. So this one, 31 miles an hour. That's fairly okay. I have to say, I've tried. I haven't managed to get it to roll over yet. I'm sure you can. I'm pretty sure the next one you will. So let's hop in this one. I've done a little bit of tint. We've got a little bit more hot rod. Yeah, 124 miles an hour. 2,500 horsepower. Oh, got to be careful. Even though hitting the bumps though, that's pretty cool. So yeah, it'll go up to 124 miles an hour. It's crazy and I love it. The Lizard Conguito P50 by Hispano. Next, we've got this monster. This is the T9 series by AT-Farms and KarlFarms. 28.42 megabytes download, 20 slots on console. It's lush. This is under large tractors. Right on the end there, 419 grand for the base model. Stock count does come down to 1. We do go all the way up to 517 horsepower. 550, 605, 638, 682, 776 horsepower. Crazy. We've then got wheel brands of New Holland, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Lizard, back. Under New Holland, we've got Smart Tracks and we've got High Idlers. Under Michelin, we have got those. Continental. Midas. A lot of those I'm bouncing between. I've got weights. Then the lizards, we get onto the big old LSWs. So 1400s with weights, double weights. Then 1250s. Slightly larger 1250s. Then we go those. Then 1100s. Doubled. 800s. 520s on triples. Back to 1400s. I think it's Trelleborg and Lizard that have the triples. We go back to, was it Michelin? That was the triples. Yeah. So it's only Michelin and the Lizards that have triples. All the others go up to doubles. Then we got front options, standard weight bracket, £1,000, 2,200. Back we got windows, light tint, medium tint, dark tint. Exhaust standard, or with rain cap flapper on the top of it. Beacons. We go through, is it, yeah, 10 options, ending on the clear flashing units, but yeah, one all the way through, slightly different designs until we get to number 10. Attachers, standard. On the back, we've then got a weight bracket, £1,400 weight, 2,800 weight, quick hitch, back to standard again. I think I went quick hitch, and then license plate option there too. So, as you can see, LSWs, 776 horsepower. See the movement there? So not only have we got the articulation that way, we've got the articulation the other one as well. On this one bump, there we go, look at that. Nice bit of movement on that. This is an absolute monster. Very cool though. There we go. The T9 series by AT Farms and KarlFarms, which brings me on to the last of the mods. This popped up after I'd started doing the mod review. And there's a load on this, and I'm, like I say, this, yeah, I'll get through it as quick as I can. Because all the options on these are exactly the same as well. I'm just going to hook up to this, because we need a bit of a, we need a beastie on this one. Turn the flashing units off. So, the last of the mods then, we have got the Valmetal Maxx-Trac Dura-Tech by Custom Modding. 124.19 megabytes download for this pack. There's a load in it. We've got 17s for slot counts for the slurry tankers, slurry spreaders. We've then got some attachments, which are 11 slots. And then we've got this final one, which is 9 slots. You'll see them all in just a moment under slurry tankers. But this is what the beast looks like. Or the beasts, and they come in various different lengths. I think we go from double axles to triple axles to quadruple axles, which are different capacities with a few different options. I've had a couple of problems with these attachments, but I will talk about those momentarily. These will attach to standard in-game stuff. However, that is empty. When I detached from it, the whole lot dropped backwards, so that's something to be aware of. Just be careful of. If you've got an empty tank, you might want to disconnect the piece of equipment before you disconnect the trailer. Top tip. I do these things so you don't have to. Anyway, under tools, under slurry tanks. So we start here with the Dura-Tech Tandem. And then we've got that one there, Tandem, Tridem, we work our way up. So 74,900. That one's got a tank capacity of 17,200 litres. That one, 21,500. That one's 23,600. That one's 28,000 litres. We then go up to our quads at 36,300 litres and then 38,600 litres. Then we've got these on the end. So we've got a high diffuser. We've got a single lower sprayer, a double lower sprayer, and then we've got the extended lower sprayer. And these will give us different widths, 8.2, 8.2, 12 metres, 16 metres. And then we've got this on the end, the manure injector that comes as part of this pack. So these were the ones that were 11 slots. These were all 17 slots, I said earlier. And this one on the end was 11. So, and that's a 7 metre injector. Options on that, we've got a Gen 3 or a Gen 4. So Gen 3, the macerator and pipes run through the framework. The Gen 4 has a macerator set full with all the pipes separate to the framework, which is rather cool. I do like that one. That's brilliant. Then we got these. The options on all of these are just colour, so you've got orange or red. And then we'll go to, I'm just going to show one of these because the options are the same on all of them. So we've got the option of Michelin, Trelleborg, Vredestein, back again. No options within those, just those. We've then got a power boom transfer system, which you can have on all of them, yes or no. We've then got a flow meter control, which puts a flow meter on there. We've got beacon, yes or no. Where does it put the beacon? On the back there, you saw that one flashing. There we go. Just there, so that going on and off. There we go. With the cabling that goes with that, we've then got an extension which puts that on there. So if you're going to overload into it, it just gives you a more realistic sort of place where you put a boom, that kind of thing. So you've got the extension, yes or no. We've then got an automatic greasing system, which a lot more bits of equipment seem to be having these now in the real world. Automatic greasing. Then we've got attachers. So we've got no, which some of the pieces of equipment need to have, and then the level lift injector mount. So if you're going to go for any of the standard in-game or any modded attachment, whether it be a cultivator, a drag hose, drip hose, boom spreader, anything like that, you need that attachment. Or no, and there's the other ones will attach with that. But I'll show you a problem I've encountered. It might just be me, but we've then got main colour, anything on that palette. We've then got design colour. And then we've got license plate option there too. And those options are the same on all of them. Just like I say, just different capacities. So the problem I had was this. I tried attaching to this one here and this one here with that attachment, the leveler attacher. I thought it must be without. But I couldn't get either of these to attach. And I'll show you what I mean. So if I back up now, I don't get an option for it to attach. Nothing comes up. But what I did with this one, because that was the same, this one was sat on the floor. So what I decided to do was use my telehandler, lift it up to a height it could register it, which is, it might be exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to lift them up on forks. So if I do that and then lift it. But the problem I then had was with this one, as you can see, when I detached it, it then didn't go back down to the ground. It stayed like that, but it keeps toppling over. So I'm not sure about that. That's a bit weird. So hopefully if I back up now, it will come up with the option to attach it. There we go. So now it's up high enough. It's registering it's there. Attach it. It will do that, but I need to disconnect this now. There we go. Let's get that out of the way. So yeah, that was I had to lift it up. So if you can't work out why it's not attaching, you just need to lift it into the right position. But I'm going to see now when I detach this whether it goes a bit bonkers. No, that's alright. That went back to the floor. How weird. Anyway, so it will work with the other one. These were both 8.2 meters. This one was 12, and the last one was, what was the last one? I can't remember. Come on. You worked a minute ago. There we go. Hook that one up. So, if we spread with this one, why are we not turning on? There we go. So that's that attachment. The first two are just narrow, that's all. That's got the double. Now this one I haven't gone for the boom or anything on, but I have on the much larger one, so I'll show you the boom moving. Lovely suspension movement on that as well. Look at that. I mean, you can just about see it through the dust. But how well made is that? You can see why the slot count on this pack is what it is. The lighting on there, it's just wow. Wowzers. Now I had to put a front weight on this as well, because what I found was, it might just be this particular tractor, but the weight on these tankers was just too much for the tractor. The whole lot just tipped up. So let's back up to that. There we go. Attach that one on. Now this one requires unfolding. With all these you can activate double application. So this one has got a spray in the middle and out on either end. So what should happen now is, if we switch to, there we go, turn it on. What's that doing that? There we go. Very cool indeed. Let's fold that back up again. Oh, I just remembered something I didn't show you. Oh no. If I remember, I'm going to run out of time. Right, I've had to put this on the beast because it needed it. So, if you've gone for the attachment, if we put that on the back like that. With that one I've got the extension on there, we have got the pipe as well. So L1, right stick side to side, so if you want to go for a bit more realism for collecting, loading, unloading, you can. So if you went for that as an option. We then unfold that on the back. Again with our lighting. I need to switch to that. Turn it on. Drop it down. Lower it, there we go. And that is getting through it at some rate. But again, the movement of the axles, the movement of the equipment on the back. The sound effects, the hose movement, absolutely brilliant. This is an absolute monster. Turn that off. Turn that off. Raise it up. It's just pressing triangle and bouncing through all the various different items. But this does need something pretty big to run it. But again, the level of detail is just wow. Look at it. Beast. Right. Before I forget, let me just grab the tractor off the... I'm just going to grab a tractor. Where is it? I've meant to show you something on this. I'll go through quick now because I've just realised I'm probably over time. But on this one that I showed you earlier, it says toggle tanker pump mode empty. So for emptying or filling. So if you do it for filling, it moves the pipe, puts the pipe down. So again, adds that immersion. So if you're going to fill up from a slurry tank, slurry store, the ground, something like that, it will do that to simulate filling. And then puts the pump on. That's really cool. I like that. And then you can put it back afterwards. So, I'll go back. Just want to show that. So, that last mod, just want to show, sorry, was the Valmetal Maxx-Trac Dura-Tech by CustomModding, which brings me to the end of the mod review for today. We do have a couple of maps. I'm going to get onto those as quickly as I possibly can. May not be till tomorrow morning. I'm going to skip ahead time now so we can see the lights. So I'll say my ending now, but I'll end with the lights on the end. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching. There are light switches for these. They are in front of each one. I meant to put it on the bit. I think I might have put it as a bit of text, but just so you know, there are light switches for these. They don't turn on automatically.